We know that throughout the MCU's history, there's been a lot of concept art and scenes that never made it to the big screen. A lot of these, you can see why they decided not to include them. Sometimes they're a little bit too much, and sometimes it's just plain stupid. Like the squid drinking tea. I talked about that in another video. But now we're gonna talk about a legit deleted scene that should have been kept in because it's amazing. So Avengers Endgame, that final battle, featured what I think would have been an amazing scene to see. Now, while it never got to the actual stage where they fully went in and started shooting it, there is an actual storyboard out, and I will have a link in the description down below where you guys can go actually see the full image. And this scene shows a team up between the Hulk and the Black Panther. Now, if you just look at it, you realize what's happening. Black Panther turns on the suit absorption so he can take a lot of damage, and then of course, as he does in the MCU, he can use the kinetic energy transfer and put out all that power. In this, the Hulk revs up with a super hard shot, which the Black Panther absorbs. He then leaps into the sky using some of that towards one of Thanos' army's Leviathans. And as you can see, he completely ends up destroying the things in just one hit. So I mean, we're really talking about Black Panther doing this battle, taking all of this damage from other people, then having the Hulk deliver one of the most powerful punches he can, then Black Panther really showing off how much he can do by doing this giant leap and taking out an entire Leviathan by himself. And again, I think this would have been a cool mirror to what happens in the first Avengers, where it's the Hulk with one punch that ends up crippling it, but now it's a new Avenger doing kind of that same thing, but the Hulk has just transferred his punch power. It's like poetry. It rhymes. Got you, Lucas. Yeah, this is one of those scenes where I'm like, you know what? I wish they would have done this one because it's really cool. Like, it has a really cool approach to it, and you can almost imagine sitting there in the theater when this scene happens, how it would have exploded with just absolute madness if people saw this. Unfortunately, it didn't end up making a cut, and this is one of those things where if they were ever to like restore a scene and be like, you know what? We want to go back and maybe add a couple things. This is the one I want to see because this sounds absolutely incredible, and the concept art storyboard looks great.